Good afternoon. Welcome back to the farm. It's not very attractive down here, but it's better down here than it is outside right now. We are right on the brink of spring, so we're getting a lot of rain, a lot of warm and cold shifting back and forth. I'm waiting. The stream is right, the creek is right on the edge of overflowing, so I wouldn't be surprised if by late this afternoon that's over its banks. I'm about 2 weeks late on seed starting. I should have had my onions started on the 22nd of February, and it's currently the 5th of March. So I've got some catching up to do, but that'll all be fine. I've still got plenty of time to get stuff started. So the first thing I need to do is get my soil prepped and then start filling up my trays. So I have 3 72 cell flats loaded with soil. These are going to be my onions. If I put 1 per cell, that's 216 plants, which with the expanded garden, that might just be enough. I decided this year I wanted to put them in cells instead of growing them all intertwined in the trays like I did last year, just because I spent so much time trying to separate them and then planting them properly was just really hard. So if I do them in cells, it'll be a lot easier to just punch a hole, stick a plug in, punch a hole, stick a plug in. theoretically that works, so we'll see how it goes. So now I have to decide. I'm going to do 2 different varieties in each tray, so I've got to decide out of all those seeds I've got which 6 varieties I'm going to plant. So, by pure chance, I had exactly the right amount of onion varieties. So I have 3 yellows and 3 reds. So I can do 3 rows of each in each of the 3 trays. 3, 3, 3. There's a lot of 3 going on. 3 is a magic number. I might be a little spacey. All right, so let's see how quickly we can get these planted because I need to be leaving the house in about an hour and a half. All right, well, I've run out of time, but at least I got all the onions started. I've got a couple more things that I still need to get started, but we can work on that tomorrow. For now, I've got to feed the cats and get out on the road. So I hope you come back and see what we get up to tomorrow. spring's gone. It's not surprising. It's still the beginning of March. But so much of the property was bare of snow yesterday and was getting less and less. And to wake up to an inch of snow on the ground is kind of disheartening. But that's okay. Spring will be here. By next week, we've got a day that's supposed to be in the mid-50s. And it's supposed to be in the 40s most of next week. So spring is coming. Ridiculously slow. Hello, Gimli. But it will get here. And I need to be ready. So I still have some more plants to get started. Today, I've got some more stuff in the onion family that I need to plant. I've got some shallots and green onions that I want to get started. And I'm bang on schedule to be starting my peppers. So let's head down to the basement and get these started. Yes, are you happy, huh? Are you happy? Are you a kitty? You're a ridiculous animal. Where's my girl? There's my girl. All right. So, this is Charlotte. Say hi to the people, Charlotte. She's the last of my Jersey Giants. We won't tell her that all of her boyfriends are in the freezer downstairs. Unfortunately, the remaining roosters like Charlotte quite a lot. And when a rooster mounts a hen, they grab a hold of the feathers on their back to hold them in place while they do their deed. And unfortunately, they've pulled out most of Charlotte's feathers, which I had noticed, and I was planning on ordering her a saddle, which you put over their backs, and that gives the roosters something to hold on to so that they aren't hurting the hens. Unfortunately, when I went out this morning after I talked to you previously to feed the chickens and collect the eggs, I noticed that she's got... I'm not going to let her go because she's feeling a little shaky right now. She's bleeding. And when a chicken bleeds, the other chickens see the red and see it as something to attack. So that's what I think they were doing. I think she's been getting bullied anyway because she's the only one of this breed in the coop. She's a very sweet girl, aren't you? Yes, you're a very sweet girl. So I've brought her in. I've got a cozy little den for her here in my studio. I'm going to clean her up, and I got an ointment from the Homestead store. Usually it's recommended to put Blue Coat on it because it covers the red with blue so that the other chickens won't notice it. But I've seen some negative things about Blue Coat. So the folks at the Homestead store recommended this other stuff. Let me get it 1 second. It's by a company called Rooster Booster, and it's called Pick No More Cover-Up Lotion. So, and she says this works great even on serious injuries. You don't need anything else, so we're going to give it a shot. I'm going to clean her up good, if she'll let me. I'm going to clean her up as well as she'll let me. And then put this on her, put her in the cage. We'll keep her in the house for a couple of days, give it a chance to start healing. Now, theoretically, I should then just be able to reintroduce her into the coop, and they won't have forgotten her yet. But even when I do, I'll keep an eye on her for a couple of days and make sure she's not getting picked on again. I think I'm going to order her that saddle too, just to make sure that she doesn't get hurt anymore. So it's kind of thrown my whole plan for the day off kilter. I had to use my lunch break to run out and get this and some supplies to set up her bunk here in the house. But But this is more important, so the seeds will be waiting, but Charlotte here will not. So let's go get her cleaned up. Hey, baby. Some warm water going. It's a lot worse than I thought it was. The whole bottom half of her wing has been pulled away from her torso. So it's just kind of flopping there, and that's not something I can handle on my own. So I'm going to hopefully, I think my local animal vet also does farm animals. So I'm going to give them a call and see what they can tell me, or if they can send me to somebody, because this needs to get looked at. I can't handle this on my own. All right, well, getting a vet was harder than I hoped, but not necessarily surprising. Most of the vets around here do have a chicken person on staff, but apparently in all three of the vets that I called, their chicken vet is only in on Thursdays. Don't know what it is about chickens and Thursdays, but there we go. Fortunately, there's a place about 40 minutes from here that also does emergency chicken visits on Saturday. She said, but they are on-demand appointments, so if I call at 7, right when they open, they should be able to get me in. So in the meantime, I've got her wrapped up in animal, I don't know what it's called. It's like, I think it's called vet wrap. And it's like a elasticated gauze bandage that's self-adhesive. It sticks to itself. So I could wrap that around her and it'll stick to itself, and it'll at least hold that skin in place until we can get her seen. And hopefully that'll make her a little more comfortable. So I've got her in this big dog carrier I got in case you're in enough trouble. The cats keep trying to get in to see her. I got this big dog carrier in case I decided to get sheep or goats or something like that I could bring them home in something like this. So it's a very big crate. So there's plenty of room for her. I've got food, I've got water in there for her. So she's fairly comfortable, but the cats keep trying to check in on her, and she does not like that very much. So I have to keep spraying them with the water bottle to get them away from the cage. So that's tomorrow sorted. The problem with livestock, if you've got livestock, you've got dead stock. But I don't want her to have to be dead stock. She doesn't deserve it. This was just chickens doing chicken stuff, and if I can do anything to help her, I'm going to within reason. So I guess I might as well start those seeds. peppers planted, and they're on a heat mat because it is very cold here and peppers like it warmer. So they'll be on a heat mat at least until they germinate, and probably for a bit after that until it warms up here in the basement. The only thing I have left to plant are my scallions, just because I ran out of lids for my trays. And I thought I had 10 lids for my trays, and I don't. So I need to get out to the greenhouse because I think they may be out there. Cat sneaking up on the chicken. So that takes care of that. Now I won't be, until I find that lid anyway, I won't be planting anything new until the end of the month, when I can start my tomatoes and eggplants and something else. I don't remember what. They are buggers. So I guess that's going to be it for this video. Certainly didn't go the way I'd hoped it would. I may come back a little bit tomorrow with an update on the chicken, but if I don't, I will definitely update you next time. So in that case, I hope you have a lovely week, and I hope you come back and see what we get up to next. You never know around here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.